If you need level 40, unlimited, limited, clutch time, domination, triple threat, or anything else on your 2K account grinded, contact Rose NBA on Twitter and let them know X sent you. We've gone through the point guards to the centers, so now we need to take everybody, throw them in a massive 150 plus card tier list and rank them all. So this is going to be a long one. It's going to take a while. If you enjoy it, a like, because these videos take forever to make. So let's just try to go through as fast as we can. Starting it off with our hard pass tier, Zach LaVine. I don't think many of you guys are using this amethyst, but he's here. He's having a good time, and you can use him as you please. Just has that normal timing jumper and really is just underwhelming. Rudy Gobert, there's literally, I probably could put him a tier higher, but I needed more people into the bottom tier, so that's where he ended up. Honestly, there's just no reason to use a guy who can only block shots and get rebounds. This Luka Doncic is a great jumper. Obviously, it's unguardable, but he just doesn't really play defense. Leon Poe literally just only rebounds well, and even then, I haven't experienced him doing that at a very high level, so severely underwhelmed with that card and not really a huge fan. Jane Williams is actually pretty decent for an amethyst, but just not the greatest overall card. No reason to use him aside from getting Richard Jefferson when you were still doing that. We got Isaiah Thomas, who is literally 5'9". The guy's not guarding anybody, but he will get guarded by everyone. So that's not exactly ideal. Hassan Whiteside, again, just block shots and gets rebounds, dunks the ball. What is really the point in doing that? Donovan Mitchell, arguably I could have put Donovan Mitchell a little bit higher, but I just didn't really think that he was worth putting up. And a lot of people probably are going to think this one's a bit of a whack take by me, and I'm okay with that. I just don't think that Donovan Mitchell's all that great. Bill Russell, again, you need something more for your center that can just block shots and get rebounds, and that's really all that you're going to be getting out of this Ruby Bill Russell. Sam Cassell has set jump shot 18 and is my least favorite jumper in the entire game. There's literally nothing that can make you that can convince me that it needs to be there. Will Barton, another pretty good, pretty decent card, but just I think has too baited of a jumper. If it was anything different, I would probably put him higher. It's a little bit too slow. We got the wonderful man Vinny. Now Vinny is actually pretty good, but with jump shot 28 on quick and a lot of other cards who I would probably put in pretty damn solid, having it on very quick, I felt like I had to put him down a little bit lower. And then just a few more out here. Patrick Williams, who I do think is a really good card, but just doesn't really come obviously with enough badges to make him super, I guess, usable, at least in my book. Allen Iverson is great, but there's a lot of Trey Burke based cards who are, above 6 foot. Kenyon Martin is a Aaron Gordon clone, but he's only 6'4", and really not at either position is he really great. We're getting 6'10" shooting guards. I just don't really feel like I can use a 6'4" small forward at this point in 2K. Joe Dumars. I saw Richard. Joe Dumars is honestly a pretty good card, but the jumper is just too slow. I think it's 36. It takes too long to get into, and it's just not a jumper that I really recommend anybody use in any really capacity. Honestly, it's just it takes too long. It really does. And then Peyton Pritchard is actually pretty decent. He does have jump shot 112, but he's like a 6'1" PG. There's really only a few cards you can use at that height that are really going to be super solid, and he, in my opinion, isn't one of them. Then we got in the pretty damn solid tier, we are starting off with Vlade Divock, who is arguably a decent card. I'm just not a massive fan of him myself, and neither are most people. Just kind of does what needs to get done, and that's about it. Tim Hardaway, I don't know why they made Tim Hardaway a reward for domination. Jump shot 40, even on very quick, is a little bit slow. Yes, he's got 99 every stat, but he's a 6'1" PG. Just not really too worth it. Sean Marion and Shane Battier are kind of the same in my opinion. They're great rebounders. They're really good defenders, but jump shot 40 for Battier and 39 for Marion are just a little bit too baited for me to want to use in any major capacity. So I'm putting them just a little bit lower in my opinion. They're decent though. Still can have fun with them and do good things if you want to. Next up is Paul Arzon and Victor Oladipo. You kind of put these guys in the same boat, but I forgot to put Oladipo on, and we're already recording, so here we are. Yeah, basically they're good, just have slow beta jumpers and are just alright at the point guard position. Max Stress does have jump shot 4 on very quick, a nice 2 guard, but a little bit undersized, and just not insanely impressive to me. Mario Chalmers, another 6'1" PG. He does have a decent jumper. He actually can do a lot with the Trae Young base. It's just, again, he's a 6'1" PG. There's a lot of guys who are coming out that are a lot taller at the point guard position, and 6'1" PGs are just very quickly becoming obsolete. We got Michael Porter Jr., who actually is a jumper that I quite like in, jump shot 62 on the quick timing. It just doesn't get up quick enough for it to be a jumper that I really consistently want to use. I'm still a fan of MPJ. I still think he's super nice, moves great for a 6'10 guy. It's just not the most amazing jumper. Lonzo Ball with that jumper on quick is actually gross, and I would argue this Emerald actually may be better than the Opal, which may be a crazy take to some, but I personally am a fan of it. I love this Emerald Lonzo Ball. Great for an Emerald PG. Kawhi Leonard, in my opinion, I just don't think that having the Randland base on it quick and the Kawhi triple style really help Diamond Kawhi out anymore. Honestly, I think we'll see a Kawhi this weekend with either an Invincible or something like that, a hero card for him. Honestly, like 100%, I feel like that's where we're heading towards, because it's been a while since we gotten a Kawhi that was super, super good, and I do suspect that we will probably see it pretty soon. But this one, a little bit underwhelming in my opinion. Jason Kidd is nice with the Jason Kidd jumper on very quick, but I still don't think he's a top tier PG, so I put him in pretty damn solid. Sengun is insane for an Emerald center, and I cannot wait until we get one, or I'm hopeful that we get another one. Even just like a diamond or something like that will go crazy. He's got jump shot 3 on quick, and he will be one of the best centers in the game when he drops. If we get an Invincible Sengun or something like that, like the Trolley Bowl, oh my lord, is it going to be a fun year or a fun time in my team with that card. And that actually brings us on to the next side of the pretty damn solid tier with Larry Sanders. Larry Sanders, pretty good card. I mean, he's got a jumper, he's got defense, and he all around feels super smooth. Problem is it's just a beta jumper, and I don't really think too many people are going to be like insanely, I guess, excited or ready to go out of their way to use him. So that's kind of why I had to knock him down a little bit. I do think he's a good card. It's just not really amazing. Anyway, Kemba Walker is going to be nice. Obviously, you're going to be able to get a bucket at will with Kemba, but it's nice 6'1" PG. It's not really going to be too crazy. Yes, you're going to be able to break some ankles and have some fun with him, but in the grand scheme of things, I definitely think he's a little bit underwhelming as a point guard. Jalen Johnson does have the MJ jumper on quick, but at this point, I kind of hope that I know I like this card, and I put him up at maybe a little bit higher in the other tier list that I did, but I just think he needs it on very quick. Bruce Bowen, same thing with jump shot 40. Even though it's on very quick, it still feels a little baited, and I can't get it off enough. So he does have good defense, but just not really insane. Danny Green, maybe I could have put him higher, especially because he has that Tyler Hansbrough duo. But didn't get an Evo like Hansbrough, so I guess I don't really rate it too highly. He's a great catch and shoot guy that plays some good defense, but he doesn't really feel that great when the ball's in his hands, and he doesn't really feel that great finishing. So he's really just more of a cone catch and shoot guy. Yep, it's up to you if you prefer to use that or not, honestly. Jalen Brunson is basically, there we go, can get the word out eventually. Vinny just with his jumper a little bit faster at 6'1" with some better defense. That's really about it. Danielle Marshall just have jump shot 9 on very quick. I remember when jump shot 9 used to be like the jumper back in like 17, but now it's just a pretty decent jumper. And I will say, I did admit to liking this Danielle Marshall a good bit. I just don't think he's up there with some of the top PGs in the game right now. He's just pretty solid, just not like insane. He's just pretty solid. Next up is Mike Conley, who I just like better than Donovan Mitchell. I prefer jump shot 22 to jump shot 4 on very quick. I just like Conley. I feel like he plays better defense, and yes, he doesn't have the finishing that Mitchell does, but I feel like I just feel more consistent with him. I feel better with Mike Conley in my hands, so I prefer a bit of Mike Conley. Next, Deandre Hunter, who does have jump shot 32 on quick and is a really good defender for a guard. He can, at 6'8", play everything really that you need him to. He's all around pretty good. Adrian Dantley just kind of never really jumped out to me as too impressive. And AC Green has like 3 playmaking and 3 shooting badges when you get him. He can actually be a good card. It's just the guy does not come with enough badges. Like, he needs a few more to really make him crazy. And then I think our last few are right here, which starting off with Brandon Clark, who does have jump shot 22 on very quick, a jumper that obviously I've said that I really like. Only problem is with our man Brandon Clark here is that he just doesn't really come with enough badges. Only has an 80 shot 3. Well, I think he's a great amethyst, just not great in the grand scheme of cards. Duncan Robinson's another curse of the jump shot 40, where I just don't feel like you can get open enough. I don't know. Jump shot 40 it needs a little bit faster on the timing. Gary Payton II, card that I've personally used for a while when I started off my new budget account. Gary Payton was actually my starting PG for a while. Jump shot 8 is actually pretty nice. Definitely an underrated jumper. Only problem with this Gary Payton is because of the center, he gets some weird like boosts from coaches and stuff like that, and is definitely undersized. Grant Williams, jump shot 5 on quick is nice. He's got the quick dribble style, but I don't know. In the grand scheme of things, at 6'6", again, getting a little bit undersized. I do like him. I do think he's fun, but you know, for an Opal, he could have been a little bit better. Ray Allen is basically just a clone of his dark matter. They gave him the quick jumper timing, and it's just not really great. We're getting Malik Sealy for free, who's a 6'8" shooting guard with the, Ray Allen jumper on very quick, so I just feel like they could have made Wright himself a little better. Austin Carr, same thing with Dantley, just kind of never really impressed me all too much. And then we got the man Peyton Pritchard. Did I put Peyton Pritchard on here twice? Yeah, Peyton Pritchard was not supposed to be there. He's supposed to be on the other tier. So that wraps up this tier on the tier list. So we can head back to the first page and start out the Baby Demon, which will be a lot longer. And we are starting it off with the wonderful man, Stacy Augment, who has jump shot 5 on very quick, which is why I couldn't put Grant really up a higher tier. Stacy's a great slasher, actually feels super smooth with his finishing, and is a nice 6'8" guard, which is always really good to play the two at a nice 6'8" size. This Zion, the Galaxy Opal, actually is kind of crazy. I love the Zion jumper. Well, I don't love it, but I've grown to like the Zion jumper, and it's Zion, so he obviously just has some crazy finishing. He just gets rebounds that you shouldn't be able to, and he finishes dunks that you really should not be able to right now in 2K, or even start if we're being 100% honest. All around, I actually think this Zion is pretty damn good for a free Opal. Smush Parker has the Trey Burke base on very quick, as does Ronald Murray. I think both these guys are great, nice 6'4" PGs who can play pretty good defense, and they're nice free cards as well. They're good playmakers, they're tall, and they have a nice money jumper, which you gotta love. Seth Curry has that jump shot 32 on very quick, and honestly, in my opinion, is a pretty damn good point guard. He's just a money shooter, and he's a great playmaker. The defense does lack a little bit, and he is undersized, but I still have fun with him. Rick Smits, 7'2", and the wonderful jump shot 22, I think on quick. I don't think they gave it to him on very quick, but if they did put him on very quick, that's probably why he's in Baby Demon. Sometimes I forget with all the cards, the jumpers, stuff like that. It's hard to remember them all. But Rick Smits is just great because he's so tall. He's such a good rebounder and finisher, and he just really just does everything that you need him to, like, extremely well. He's just a great card. Marcus Smart is one of the best defenders in the entire game and has a money jumper, but like I've said, he's 6'3", so for a 6'3" PG, he's absolutely insane, like best of the best, demon tier 6'3" PG. It's just like, he's a 6'3" PG in 2K22. That's just, you know, not exactly a top tier guard anymore. Norman Powell, same thing. Basically, Seth Curry just with some better defense and slightly worse shooting. Dino Raja has jump shot 4 and very quick, and has the 7'11" wingspan that just allows him to do whatever the hell he wants on the court. He's a great dunker. He's a great shooter. He's literally one of the best rebounders in the entire game because of his massive wingspan, and just is a all-around amazing card on the court. Luka Doncic may have a jumper in the normal timing, but this one actually being able to play a little bit defense, finish a little bit, and still have that unguardable jumper basically makes this Luka Doncic one of the best cards you could possibly have. He's just all around amazing. Marquis Johnson has that jump shot 8 on very quick, which is actually pretty solid. He's a great finisher. He actually shoots insanely well, and his defense is all around pretty damn amazing too. If we're being 100% honest, this Marquis Johnson is definitely better than some people give him credit for, but he's definitely not like insanely like top tier. And we got Antoine Walker, who did get his jumper changed to, what is it? Oh, I'm drawing a blank right now. Jump shot 4. There we go. That should change to jump shot 4, which is actually, you know what? It's not a bad jumper. I'm not gonna say it's crazy, but it's definitely not a bad jumper. It does what it needs to do, and he's great in the post. One of the best, you know, post guys that you could possibly have. He's all around a pretty damn solid guard, for being honest. Antoine Walker's not bad at all. When the Baby Demon on this page, we got Latrell Sprewell. Now, Latrell is definitely one of those guys who you either love or hate because he's 6'5", so he is a little bit undersized, to say the least, at the shooting guard position, especially with what we got right now. But I mean, he was a free card that a lot of people have been able to use pretty well. So, I mean, it's kind of up to you how you feel about him. I'm personally a fan, a little bit at least, just because he can catch and shoot well. But, you know, that's that. Kevon Looney, 6'9". I know I've said jump shot 40 isn't really amazing, but Kevon Looney has great defense and just feels like a really good card in general. So I wanted to put him into the Baby Demon to show him some love, because he actually is a really good Opal PG, or Opal center, or power forward, I should say. Kevin Huerter with a Trae Young base on it very quick is obviously absolutely amazing. He just is a great card, if we're being 100% honest. And for a diamond, he's pretty damn juiced. I've had a lot of fun using this, this Kevin Huerter card in my time, at least. Next, we got Kyle Kuzma, who does have jump shot 80 on very quick. It's obviously not like the best of the best jumpers, but it actually is super smooth. And for a power forward, small forward, Kuzma's a great rebounder, great finisher, great shooter. He's just all around good. Same thing with Juwan Howard. Now, I will say I've had a lot of fun offensively with Juwan Howard, but he kind of let me down offensively a little bit, which I was a little bit upset about, to be 100% honest, and that's why I've ranked him lower than guys like Odom. But all around, he still is a good, card to use that you can have some fun with. So don't, knock him completely. We got my man Jordan Poole, who has that wonderful Kent Bazemore jumper. He's all around a really damn good card. I love the Kent Bazemore jumper. It's actually a jumper that I personally really like myself. And he does have some nice size as a 6'4" PG. So you gotta love that. Jonathan Kuminga, all around great defender. The guy has basically he's Giannis. He has the Giannis jumper on very quick. He is essentially Giannis, and any basically Giannis clone is going to be a pretty good card in my team. That's just how it works. John Stockton has jump shot 3 on very quick, which obviously is just one of those jumpers this year that just literally refuses to miss. But he doesn't really have the most amazing finishing, and he is like a 6 foot 1 PG, so it's a little bit tough on the defensive end. JJ Redick has jump shot 28 on very quick, which is actually pretty good. Essentially, use JJ Redick because he's a 3-and-D demon. I mean, the guy just does not miss. And I'd say 3. I know it sounds surprising for JJ Redick to be a 3-and-D demon. Just kind of how it works this year. JJ Redick actually can play some defense and is actually pretty good at it. So give him some credit there. Jim Chones is actually a pretty good card. He's basically a 6'11" Chris Middleton that can be a goated power forward. He's all around great. Jeff Green with jump shot 50 is super money, like literally such an easy jumper to time. He feels super nice on the court. He's just all around a really good card. Jason Williams, jump shot 3 on quick. I know it's weird to put a guy with a 3 on quick and 3 on very quick on the same page, but Jason Williams may be just as undersized as Stockton, but actually has the ability to finish because he's glitched, which in my opinion makes him just as good as John Stockton, even though Stockton has the faster jumper. But again, that's just my opinion. You may disagree with it all around. Now we can move on to the next page, which is starting off with Alonzo Mourning. Now, I'm not the most massive fan of Alonzo Mourning, but he's a pretty good card. He does have, I think jump shot 34, which is not too bad. And he's all around a pretty decent, center power forward. He's all right. Jamal Murray, jump shot 80 on the point guard, a little bit slow, but it is on very quick, and he is 6'4", which is pretty nice. He does feel smooth dribbling the ball, but the defense sometimes can be a little bit lackluster. Desmond Bain or Isaac Okoro is up next. Basically, Matisse Dybal, if you used the Galaxy Open recently, you have used this Okoro. It just a great jump shot 20 card, which is a super money jumper. Pretty decent dribbling, and the defense is obviously absolutely insane. All around a really good card that you want in your team. Desmond Bain is a jumper that I haven't really used all that often, but still makes him a really damn good card. Nice, again, 3-and-D guy. Denny Abdia, just basically a 6'9" guy that can play the point guard, is great. Denny's definitely better as an off-ball kind of point guard who just kind of plays defense, intercepts passes, rebounds, and play makes, but is still really good to play your point guard position, so don't knock him too hard. He's actually pretty fun. The next one we got on the list is Damian Lillard. We all kind of know what you get at Damian Lillard, just straight up buckets, and he is great at that. I mean, the guy can score at will. Chris Anderson is basically the dark matter Nate Thurmond that released earlier, just with slightly worse defense and better finishing. All around a really good card. Jump shot 35 is money on very quick, just all around feels good. Glenn Robinson sadly had 29 on quick, which is why I decided to knock him down. I originally had him in damn demon, but knocked him down a tier because 29 on quick is great. It's just I wish it was on very quick. He does have a good dribble style, and he is a 6'7" power forward that can play the two, which always is going to feel pretty good whenever you're using them. Bob Lanier, pretty decent card, but it's Bob Lanier. I don't know. Never been a card that instantly jumps out to me as best of the best, needs to be up there, but he's pretty damn solid. Billy Owens is a Delino Gallinari that's 6'8" and plays the shooting guard position. Absolutely money off catch and shoot. He finishes pretty well too, and is all around pretty solid. Bill Laimbeer, great defender, and has a jumper that is surprisingly better than I initially thought it was, so I had to give some credit there. I know some people who don't love him, but I actually think he's pretty solid. And then we got Baron Davis, who's essentially just a Damian Lillard clone. There are some slight differences between the two cards, but that's kind of what it boils down to. Just another guy who is a bucket, essentially, when you need him to be, but the defense, a little lackluster. And then we have two last cards here in Al Horford and Derek White. Both nice Celtics playoff moments cards. And I will say, Horford, just has a jumper that you either love or hate, and Derek White is 6'4", playing the point guard, but he is a nasty defender for a 6'4" guy. So if that's what you're looking for, Derek White actually may be a card to give a look-see to, because he actually can be disgusting if you need him on the defensive end. And now we can start it off with that wonderful damn demon there, which is starting off with Wes Unseld, one of my favorite cards in the game. I mean, Wes Unseld is basically just a 6'7", so 1 inch taller Kobe Bryant, and that's always a really fun card in my team. It's just he's undersized for his center position, but he's still a really fun card, and he's still a great card. Steve Francis, probably the best dribbler in the entire game, and has a money jumper. As far as 6'3" PGs go, there really is no stopping this Steve Francis if somebody knows how to dribble. Then we got my man Stefan Marbury, who's just a Derrick Rose clone. Any Derrick Rose clone is basically a minimum damn demon tier, just kind of how it works. Spencer Dinwiddie, 6'6" PG with jump shot 77 on quick, or very quick. It's not like the most game-breaking, like next level jumper, but it is a really good jumper, and he is a 6'6" PG that can essentially do everything that you need him to on the court. Robert Covington, great 3-and-D option as a 6'8", I think, shooting guard, or 6'7" shooting guard. Rocco is essentially one of the best defenders at the shooting guard position, especially at the diamond tier, and really cannot be stopped if we're being honest. The only thing is sometimes he's not the most amazing of a dribbler, but he's all around really fun. We got Paul Westphal, who has Ray Allen on very quick, which is why I had to put Ray Allen himself down and pretty damn solid, because we have a 6'4" PG, Paul Westphal, who has the Ray Allen jumper on very quick. He's all around super gross. Paul Pierce did a gameplay on him yesterday, and he's actually a lot better than some people would give him credit for. I mean, yes, his jumper is a little bit baited, but he's a 6'7" PG, 6'10" wingspan. His defense is actually really solid, and his finishing is actually super nice. Now, in the full court, he actually runs like a damn snail, but is still a really fun, really cheap dark matter PG, so you got to give some love to him, because he's actually better than you would initially think. He's actually a really good guard. Mike Miller, one of my favorite cards in the game right now, 6'8", plays the 2, jump shot 22 on very quick, and is just overall absolutely amazing shooting guard, just stupid fun, one of the best catch and shoot shooters I've used in the game, and actually can dribble the lights out. Disgusting, and he's super fun. Mikal Bridges is up next, and he's obviously just a great card to have in the game, because his defense is godly, like godly, and he can catch and shoot really great, but really it's just the defense. I love what this Mikal Bridges brings on the defensive end. Matisse Dybal, probably my favorite card in the game right now. This guy is just disgusting, literally nothing that he can't do, and he just feels super smooth on the court. I don't know, I've been able to dribble the lights out. It actually was a struggle for me to not put him in the best of the best, because I absolutely love this Matisse Dybal card. 20 on very quick, insane dribbling. The defense is godly. Yes, he's only like, 6'5", 6'6", but it doesn't even feel like it. The court is just disgusting. Markelle Fultz is a 6'4" Steph Curry, and he is absolutely amazing. Boban is literally the glitchiest diamond card we've ever received. Like, the dude has such a massive wingspan, literally can get any rebound out there on the court. His finishing is actually pretty good if you add a posterizer to him and stuff like that. And all around is just such a good card, man. Like, he's such a good card. He feels super nice, and actually can shoot a little bit if you can time his really awkward jumper. Starting off the damn demon on this page, we got Magic Johnson, who I decided to knock down a tier, because in my opinion, Magic just doesn't move well this year. Magic just doesn't feel good on the court, which is a problem. Even though he is 6'9", and he is a great, tall PG with good defense and good post game, in my opinion, he's underwhelming and needs a bit of work. Next up is the wonderful man Larry Bird. I personally love the Larry Bird jumper. I know some people aren't a massive fan of it, but I love the Bird jumper. I love his finishing, love the defense that Larry Bird brings, because he's actually different on defense this year. Just all around a really fun card for me. Lamar Odom is Paul George with the jumper on very quick, which Paul George doesn't even have so far this year. So obviously, absolutely goated card. Super fun, super nice, and just gets it done. Anthony Edwards obviously is an invincible, but I decided to bring him down just because a lot of people don't love jump shot 80, even though it's on very quick. Anthony Edwards, though, is still going to dunk on everybody. His defense feels great. His finishing is literally godly. And I still think his shooting is going to be good. It's not bad. It's just sometimes the jumper can be baited. I think people over-exaggerate a little bit, but I still think he's one of the best guards in the game. Kevin Love just has one of the most smooth jumpers in the entire game, which basically means you aren't going to miss with him if you get open. And I love that out of him. Next up, free Jrue Holiday. I mean, this guy is just gross. You have jump shot 29 on very quick, same jumper as Glenn Robinson and guys like that. And then You have godly defense, even at 6'3". In my opinion, Jrue Holiday is the best 6'3" PG that we have in the game right now, and I really don't even think it's up for debate. We got John Wall, who's nice, 6'4", is lightning quick, and can dunk on everybody. He has great playmaking, one of the easiest to time jumpers in the game, although it is a little slow, but just all around great. Joe Johnson with jump shot 38 is obviously crazy. I mean, he's a nice 6'7" shooting guard, has great defense, has great playmaking, basically a tall Kemba Walker, which is always really fun. It's just 38 sometimes can be not hard to time, but just like it takes a little while. It has like a load up a little bit in the beginning, so sometimes you can get contested even though you are wide open when you first shot it. James Wiseman with set shot 30, kind of the same case with the jumper, and that's why he's only in Damn Demon, but his defense is literally next level. Blocks everything, gets all those intimidator blocks where you don't actually block the shot, but they just miss because you are standing there, and can still finish and play in the post insanely well. All around, this guy's crazy. If he had a better jumper, he would be best of the best. James Harden, 6'5", and Jamal Crawford, honestly, in the same boat. These guys are just fun dribblers, fun to score with, and just great cards in general with good, easy-to-time jumpers. Jamal Wilkes, card that I recently got, and I've had a lot of fun with, man. This guy is different on the defensive end. What is it? Usually you have to guard, Luka Doncic with cards that are an inch taller, but I've been able to put Jamal Wilkes, who's an inch smaller, onto this Luka Doncic and actually hold him down on points. Jump shot 94 on very quick is actually easy to time. He's got good dribbling. His finishing is nice, and that really good defense goes a long way, at least with me personally. So now we can move on to the next page, which is Jaden McDaniels, who I was surprised with, but the guy's money on the jumper, and his defense is godly. Like, for a 6'9" power forward, the guy is actually insane. He's just insanely fun. He does everything you need him to do, and there really isn't a lack in his game. Jack Sigma has jump shot 22 on very quick, and is a 6'11" power forward. I have had a lot of fun with this Jack Sigma. I think he's still a great card, and he's absolutely insane. Gilbert Arenas, the dude has the XM base on very quick, can dribble like crazy, and is amazing on the just overall point guards. Basically, you can get a bucket whenever the hell you want. The guy is just crazy. George Mikan is a 6'10" shooting guard with jump shot 4, on very quick. Obviously, there's some people who aren't going to absolutely love this George Mikan card because he does move a little bit clunky, but I'm a huge fan of him. I have had a lot of fun with him, and personally, he's got a spot in my heart. I do like George Mikan, probably because he's so tall and his defense just feels good, honestly. Dorian Finney-Smith is up next. Obviously, another really good card who I've had a lot of fun with. Jump shot 107 on very quick is really nice. Now, if you're wondering why I'm putting him and Damn Demon, you haven't seen Tatum. It's because Dorian Finney-Smith is similar stats-wise and animations-wise to Tatum, but just badge-wise is a little bit underwhelming, which is why he's in Damn Demon. We got the man Don All, who's another Derrick Rose clone, along with Derrick Rose. It's just the Rose jumper is so easy to time. It's so just perfect that you don't have to worry about literally anything when you're using this card. Like, he's so good. Like, he's so good. And then you got Dirk Nowitzki, who has obviously his Dirk jumper on very quick. Now, Dirk does have a very interesting fundamental dribble style, but as an all-around, off-ball power forward, I think he can still fit into the Damn Demon tier, so that's where I'm putting him. Danny Ferry, jump shot 98 on very quick. I don't know why I started with 1, and he's 6'10". He moves really well for a 6'10" guy as a money jumper, and his defense is really good, and he's a 6'10" small forward, which is always cheesy to use, so he got the Damn Demon. D'Angelo Russell has the nice 6'5" frame, and has the D-low jumper, obviously, on very quick. I mean, he's D'Angelo Russell. Obviously, he has the D-low jumper on very quick, but it's just an all-around really good point guard. I know a lot of people have fun with him. Like, he just feels good on the court, and it feels like you can score a will at him almost. You got Chris Boucher, who's got jump shot 15 on very quick. I'm a personal big fan of Boucher. I've really had a lot of fun using him this year, and I don't know what it is, but the card just feels really good out on the court, and I'm just literally able to do whatever the hell I want with him. And then we got Boris Dia, who's another version of like Delino Gallinari, but he's just that Swiss Army knife, jack of all trades kind of card where if you need him to do something, he's doing it. And then I think we have, 2 more here? Yep, Andre Karolinko and Jonathan Kuminga. AK obviously has his Andre Karolinko jumper on, or not Andre Karolinko jumper, has base 98 on quick. And as we all know with AK, he is one of the best defenders in the game every single year, and it is no different this year. The guy literally can just stop anybody. If he's standing next to you, just count it as a miss. Period. That's just how it works this year. And then Jonathan Kuminga, who's again another Giannis type of card, actually is a bit of a dribbler, but I still have yet to have a Jonathan Kuminga game where he doesn't get his ankles broken. So I'm still holding out a best of the best here on Jonathan Kuminga because, I mean, you can't just be getting your ankle snatched every single time, honestly. Like, you at least need to hold him a little bit. So that's what's holding me back from putting him up into the best of the best tier, which we can now get into coming towards the end of this tier list. I know it's a long video, but we're starting off with Wilt Chamberlain. Obviously, it's Wilt. The guy doesn't have the most amazing of jumpers himself, but is still going to be a guy that can block every single shot, can dunk on everybody, and has the quick dribble style. And for a 7'1" guy, just has no business moving as smooth as he does. Tracy McGrady, Trey Burke base, 6'8" point guard, literally almost 99 in every single stat and every single Hall of Fame badge. The guy's just great. Taco Fall is the best card in the game. It's the best card in the game. 47 on very quick, money jumper, easy to time. He literally gets anything that he wants with his like 8'4" wingspan, the biggest wingspan in the game. The guy sets literally the best screens. He's the best finisher in the paint. Like, he's just gross. Steph Curry, I'm still putting him up here because he's the best 6'3" PG in the entire game right now. I mean, it's Curry. He can do whatever the hell he wants. He can score whatever the hell he wants. His jumper is money, and the Curry slide is fun to use. You got Shaq, Invincible Shaq. I mean, you got a Shaquille O'Neal who can dribble and shoot. I mean, enough said. That's a good card. Scottie Pippen, base 30, is actually pretty good this year, especially on very quick. And Scottie, again, 6'8" shooting guard. The guy's got crazy defense. He's dunking everybody, and he's absolutely money from the field. Richard Jefferson may be the best shooting guard in the game. Jump shot 49 on very quick is literally so damn good. And then he has some of the best dribbling in the entire game, like the Steve Francis size up. It is absolutely disgusting. Just an all-around insane card to use. Penny Hardaway, yes, he's got jump shot 10 on very quick, which is definitely not a quick jumper, even though it says very quick. But it's still super fun to use. Feels so fast for a 6'7" guy on the court. Playmaking is great, and his defense is always going to be great because he's 6'7". Pascal Siakam is a 6'9" power forward that is playing your shooting guard with 75 on very quick. The defense is just godly. The jumper is money off the catch, and his finishing is going to be great along with great playmaking because he's now a 2 guard. He's just all around amazing. Oscar Robertson takes that jump shot 49 that Richard Jefferson has on very quick and then puts it on a 6'5" PG that can literally do everything. This Oscar Robertson, honestly, may be better than the Dark Matter Jordan that everybody's been using for a while. I love this big O. Nate Thurmond, jump shot 35 on very quick, and literally is good at everything. Like, he's good at everything. In my opinion, Nate Thurmond may be one of the best, if not the best, power forwards in the game right now. Moses Malone has jump shot 1 on very quick, and it reminds me of Giannis. That's what I did in my gameplay. That's what I called him in my gameplay, just like a Giannis, not clone, but a Giannis-like card, where he's got a good jumper that makes it money enough to shoot, and is going to be a great post guy. His defense is absolutely insane. He feels super quick for a 6'10" guy, and he's dunking and finishing on everybody. Just all around, I've had a lot of fun using that Moses Malone card from the draft. Next page, we got Yao Ming. Obviously, it's Yao. If Taco is one of the cheesiest cards in the game, obviously Yao will be too. I mean, the guy's got set shot 8 on very quick, which is so fast, and then is 7'6", so he can finish over everybody, block everybody's shot, and dunk on everybody. Michael Finley, 6'8" John Wall, that's playing a shooting guard with the wall jumper on very quick and every single possible Hall of Fame badge you could really want. He's godly. If you can play unlimited, you should get him. LeBron James is invincible. I mean, it's LeBron. They finally got rid of his bad LeBron dribble style and gave him quick, and he's absolutely gross now. 6'9" small forward that can actually do everything in the game and has every single badge in the game at least gold, including, 65 Hall of Fames. He's gross. Lamilla Ball has jump shot 81 on very quick as a 6'6" PG and is just insanely good, insanely fun, and just all around one of the best point guards we have in the game. LaMarcus Aldridge is just amazing. I am biased because one of my favorite jumpers is the Brook Lopez base, but he still is a 6'11" guy playing the power forward that has the shifty style, rebounds well, is awesome in the post, and his finishing is godly too with a great jumper. I mean, come on, it's a great card. Kyle Korver did a gameplay on him yesterday, and I actually love this card. Has a jump shot 17 on very quick, which I've got down, man. I've had so much fun with him. I've been able to basically make that jumper at will, and it's been stupid fun. And then you can take that jumper and then dunk with Kyle Korver too. I mean, come on, what is this? Seriously, one of the most fun cards to use in the entire game. He's actually broken. Stupid fun, stupid great, just all around a really, really good card. Then we got Kobe Bryant's invincible. I mean, it's Kobe Bryant with 99 every single stat and 60 plus Hall of Fame badges. Where did you expect him to be? Kevin Garnett, again, one of the best defenders in the entire game, just blocks shots that he really shouldn't, plays defense insanely well, even on the perimeter, and has a jumper that you can actually pretty consistently make, along with a really great post game. He's all around good. Jimmy Butler, for a free card, it is gross what they decided to give us. It is actually insane. The guy has jump shot 22 on very quick, one of the best jumpers in the entire game, and then he's got some of the best defense as a 6'8" shooting guard. It's great. Tatum with 107 on very quick has one of the biggest screen windows in the entire game, and the dude can just absolutely make every single shot. All around a great defender, and it's just great. Jalen Green, in my opinion, was the easiest card that I've used this year to get open with. Like, I literally had no struggle getting open with this Jalen Green. Like, it actually wasn't even a problem. If I wanted to get open for 3, it happened. Hito Turgaloo is out there, and at 6'10", this guy just moves so well. The best moving 6'10" guy I've used in the game. Feels like a point guard, and he's 6'10". Has jump shot 111 on very quick, which is actually gross, and his defense feels great too because he's a massive player build. All around, Hito's one of my favorite cards this year, as he is basically every single year. And then we got the man himself, Hiro Giannis. Obviously, I could have put the Invincible, but I was using all Invincible, so I decided to put Hiro Giannis here. Do I really need to explain why a Dark Matter Giannis is in the top tier? I'll move on. Anyway, next is Fermano Martin, who I think has the Ray Allen base on very quick as like a 6'9" guy who can literally do everything out there on the court. The guy is like godly in the post and godly literally everywhere else on the court. He's literally one of the best cards in the game. Draymond Green, jump shot 12 on very quick, actually feels insanely well. He's 6'7", so he plays that small forward pretty well, even though he can sometimes be undersized to like guys like Danny Ferry. But his defense is so good all around that it really doesn't matter. He gets in every single passing lane. His rebounding is great. His finishing sometimes a little bit suspect, but having a small forward who can play make the way Draymond can is always going to be different and always going to be super fun. Chris Bosh has 70 on very quick, godly post guy, and just literally you can guarantee that he will not miss. Carmelo Anthony, amazing jumper. It is super smooth, and this year Carmelo's just been one of my favorite cards to use because I love the normal 2-hop. I love the way that he moves on the court. I love just Carmelo Anthony in general, and it's just been fun using him this year. Bobby Jones, probably the best small forward in the entire game. That guy's got the Lino Gallinari jumper on very quick and is the best perimeter defender and best interior defender really that I've used. Best all-around defender that I've used in the entire game, and is actually a really good playmaker too that can actually dribble and finish insanely well. Bobby Jones seriously is the best like forward in the entire game right now, and it is honestly a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. Ben Simmons, 6'10", and is godly. Like, he's a 6'10" PG, has the best defense for a guard in the entire game, and is again he's 6'10". I mean, he's a 6'10" point guard. What else do you need from him? The guy is insane. Like, seriously insane. It's gross. Next up is Antoine Jameson, who is a 6'9" small forward with the Brook Lopez base. Basically, he's LaMarcus Aldridge, but can dribble insane, like better. Maury Sotomayor is like a I don't know, like a 6'10" James Harden almost, because he's got that Harden escape and feels like a really smooth, really fun card. I don't know. Use that Harden size up escape, and you can just get open at will, super fast as well. Decent enough jumper, and is all around super fun. Invincible Dwayne Wade, after they finally switched his jumper to Wade on very quick, he's now the best 6'4" PG in the entire game. The guy has 99 speed, has some really damn good dribbling, and can now shoot lightning fast jumpers. I mean, come on, D-Wade. Ever since the jumper change at 2K20 has been one of the best cards we've had every single year. Andrew Wiggins with 22 on very quick is basically just another version of Jimmy Butler, just a little bit more athletic on the offensive, on the dunking aspect, and just as good of a defender. And Jaylen Brown, 75 on very quick. And this year, Jaylen Brown has just been one of those guys who just plays defense so much better than you think he should. The guy just is insanely good on the defensive end. Now can dribble as well at 6'6". He is an insane shooting guard all around. The guy is dope. I honestly hope we get an out of position point guard Jalen, because that would be kind of gross. Reminds me of the penny from last year. And then one last card on the best of the best tier, the card that dropped today that you can get for free, Dark Matter Malik Sealy, who is a basically Kawhi version. The guy's 6'8", has a 7'3" wingspan, has the Ray Allen jumper on very quick, style, penny size up, Paul George combo, Kobe escape, Giannis cross, Scotty behind the back, Kyrie moving step back, long athlete, crazy dunking. Crazy defense, crazy playmaking, crazy shooting, crazy finishing. He's essentially another version, a 1 inch taller version of Kawhi, and you can get him for free right now if you just do the same thing you did with Jrue Holiday, where you play 30 triple threat offline game, or win 30 triple threat offline games and win 15 triple threat online games. The card is insane, and he's essentially free. So go out there and get him. So that wraps up our wonderful 165 card tier or something like that. It is unreal. So here's page 1. Here's page 2, here's page 3, here's page 4. I guarantee you I missed a card or two. It's hard remembering with 150 cards. I think I missed Dark Matter Zach LaVine, who you could definitely put in Damn Demon in this tier list. But I did my best to remember as many cards as I can. So like the video, you guys did enjoy. Comment what you guys think. Tell me your favorite card down in the comments, and subscribe if you guys are new. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Buy cheap and safe NBA 2k22 MT at NBA2King.com. You can use code Excapar, that's EXCAPAR, for 5% off your entire purchase.